Yes. Is this a family law attorney?
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to pay you to help me get court documentation. The court has defrauded, kept me from the documentation years.
I'm so sorry. Are you already working with one of our attorneys?
No.
Alright. I'm not attorney, but what I can do is go through our intake process where I'll be asking you a couple of questions about what's going on, and then I can set you up with a one-on-one consultation with one of our attorneys.
Okay, if I could get feedback as a paying client. Okay, so I would like to pay your law firm to give me court documentation. So what is the process of that? In your family law court? That's a hard question.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't, it used to be paralegals answered the phone. People really don't want your business these days, in person as well, including restaurants.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a paralegal, but I just...
I have never got one. Now, all these years, it's the strangest thing. Ever since I have perceived that my phone was hacked by con artists. But nonetheless,
I'm sorry, so do you...
I don't. No one wants my business, ma'am. I don't know you. I can't tell you why I called and pay you to get records.
Would you like to speak with one of our paralegals?
Yes. Or would it? I'd actually speak with a live person.
Yeah, I can put you, let me put you on a brief hold, and I can, see if there's a paralegal who's able to...
There's not, ma'am. For all these years, let's try it. It's cover for this cigarette lighter guy. Every day, do you have a cigarette lighter? Interrupt me. Right there. My phone. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry. So, unless you're already working with one of our on a case, then what I can do for you...
Yeah, this has happened all these years. I have an excellent lawsuit, but everybody's pathologically lying to keep me from my rights, including when I'm in jail on bogus charges. I have some substantial legal issues going on and cannot hire an attorney, which violates my rights. And when I'm in jail on bogus charges, I don't talk to my attorneys. They ignore me, give me the silent treatment, like Denitra Brown just did. What do I do with this, that my rights are being violated to legal representation and I get oppressed all my calls and in person too? It's supposed to be a felony, a conspiracy to violate rights. I mean, for all these years that I've been in distress, needing legal representation, it's been excuses. But I have a multi-million-dollar lawsuit on all these people committing crimes to me, but can't get legal representation. I'm not quite certain on what are you asking? What? I don't understand your question. So you're violating my rights? You're denying me legal representation like what's been happening all of these years?
No.
You just said that if I wasn't a current client, you couldn't take on another client. Numerous people I've called have said this. That's why I can't get legal representation all this time. In a crisis where I'm in desperate need of legal representation, but still can't get it. You just said put me on hold for a paralegal. Then you said that I can't get legal representation. I'm sorry, businesses are enlisted to be in cahoots. People stand over civilians and have them commit crimes to cover for their crimes. And you have yet to be held accountable. Use intimidation and all kind of tactics to force crimes on civilians to help them stay out of prison.
No, ma'am. I was just trying to say that we don't have any paralegals available right now, but I can check you up with a one-on-one consultation with one of our attorneys.
Okay. So typically when people say that, I don't get the calls returned. They don't really want my business. All the legal aids as well that I've been to.
consultations available today, but we do have some available tomorrow if you're interested in getting one of those set up.
Okay. It was a simple question. Do you know if you have people that can help me get my my records for the 255th District Court? Do you know? I don't want to waste my time. If you could assist me with that. Will the FBI ever rescue me from this living hell?
Get records for
Yes,
Alright.
because they're
I'm
commit.
so sorry. That's not something that
You can't help someone get records as a family law attorney. It's from a family court. Okay, well, what do you do then as a family law attorney?
we can help you if you're having issues with divorce or child custody.
Okay, I am.
Are you having an additional issue like besides
Yes, I have multiple different issues. Yes, I need help with child custody.
child custody?
Yes, ma'am. You said you assist with that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
How's your personal phone?
Yeah, I'm curious. How are you going to represent someone if you don't want to get the legal documentation?
That's something you would need to be attention to.
Okay, don't you need the legal documentation to represent someone for child custody? Because you said that you couldn't help me get the documentation, I couldn't pay you. But, I mean, you need it to represent someone.
I don't really know about the details about the child custody and how that would go. That would be something you would have to speak to the attorney about.
Okay.
Is what I think?
I don't never get my calls returned. 90% of the calls, I'm trying to prove it to the FBI. That identity theft ring is hacking my phone.
I'll give you a call back tomorrow with the consultation. That's what we're going to set up right now.
Sure you are. Okay.
So just to make sure I have that first name correct, you said it was Chase-Y-A-N-S.
Yes.
And then the last name, Clark, C-L-A-R-K.
Yes, that's correct.
Alright.
This happened in Dallas. I have all kind of family issues going on. I need a protection order. Someone powerful is targeting me and using government officials to do it. So I have numerous family law issues and all kind of other civil rights violations and all kind of other crimes are being committed to me. So in multiple different avenues or areas, I need legal representation. Yes, I have this powerful abuser, and the best that I could tell, I can't believe that someone would let someone abuse this much power. I'm not really quite certain, but supposedly this powerful man has targeted me and knew my kids were important to me. So he terrorized my other older kids to stay away from me, and my younger kids, there are pathological lies to keep me from my younger child. And then police are denying law enforcement. And they're having my family in terrorizing my family to be accomplices to their crimes. You gotta forgive me. I'm targeted. And I'm monitored illegally by people, and they try to drown me out, exposing crimes the government commits. It's a team full of people that harass and conceal crimes the government commits. I'm trying to prove to the FBI that I'm targeted and stalked that heavily that people drown me out speaking. And they enlist businesses to be accomplices too. You understand? I don't understand.
I just understand this summary function.
Okay. What was your question?
So there was a powerful man who's targeting you, but you're not targeting.
I can't hear you. They're trying to drown you out. Can you talk louder?
Hello? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Better?
Yes.
The man that you mentioned, you're not currently seeing him or living with him as of right now?
No, how is that relevant? For the child custody.
I just want to make sure we understand how many children are involved?
One.
And how old is the child?
People really like to concentrate on that horrible relationship, online relationship, that when it's not even relevant. He's not the father.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Okay.
And how old did you say the child was?
Okay. I thought you said you weren't a paralegal. She's 16 now.
I am not a paralegal, but I'm just taking notes down for
Okay. It just takes a lot of time and my calls aren't returned. I don't understand how you understand. I don't. But okay, if you do.
I just mean, I understand that it can be frustrating to not receive a call back.
I've never heard of my experience before. But I'm glad you understand it. I'd never heard of anything. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it for myself. I don't have understanding for it. That's for sure.
I'm very sorry about your situation, but is it okay if I just ask you these questions about your case and note them down, please?
Sure, ma'am. It's been happening years. I'm trying to prove it to the FBI that I have not had options.
And so are you looking for full custody of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
And in terms of what's going on with the abuser, are you in a restraining order or
I don't know what I don't have rights, ma'am. Whatever I'm offered. This has been going on years. I never get the legal representation. And when I go in person, they deny it. They won't let me pay them to represent me. This is abusive, ma'am. Call to call, in person, everywhere I'm at. Not letting me speak. Even here, they don't want me speaking, throwing things down on the ground, people kicking and jerking, trying to distract. I don't want it to be that big of a threat for me to speak, ma'am. It violates my constitutional rights to freedom of speech. You're supposed to be doing an intake or whatever you're doing, but you won't let me communicate with you my experiences. All this emotional distress speaking has caused me to not be able to communicate at my best. Because it's so much frustration, so much madness going on to keep me from speaking.
I just want to make sure I properly understand the situation so that I can speak.
You won't be able to properly understand if you are interrupting me speaking, ma'am. I experienced this call to call. It's emotional distress. Cameras are arriving, doing what they do. That's all they do. It's like Ocean's 11, ma'am. You can't stop it. Trying to cover for what the government's done.
Is the restraining order something that you're interested in, or would you like to ask about?
Okay. If they call back. People really like me to talk about the abuser. You do realize I called you for the child custody?
Okay, yeah, I'll note that down.
Yeah, that's why this happens in person too. Some of that, for some reason, numerous people really want to focus on that toxic relationship. And that's not what I requested. I would like to dispute, handle the child custody issues, but numerous people want me to talk about that horrible relationship. That's not what I'm trying to hire you for, ma'am. I'm just really not being heard. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hire you for. This is kind of, this is how my life is. Like I said, this happened in person. I don't have rights, ma'am.
The father of this child is not involved at all.
Okay, let me start over again because there's so much opposition. You probably didn't know you probably don't have a full concept of what was going on because you were interrupting me speaking. False reports were made to keep me away from my child, and the government isn't listed in it. So a judge terminated my rights, then followed the family code that I've never met. And the court can't furnish the documentation. But in malice, they wanted to charge me child support, but my rights were terminated from a judge that I've never met. That I think is fictitious. Since these are federal charges, the court just will not give me the documentation, so they do not incriminate themselves. But they're defrauding me out of $20,000, trying to be malicious, but when they can't furnish the documentation. So you perceive that they can't find it or they can't furnish it because the judge doesn't exist. This is the emotional distress I like to sue for. Hacking my phone and having people terrorize me emotionally in person and on my phone, call to call, that's a lot of emotional distress that I'm trying to prove that has been enforced on me. And you can sue for emotional distress. 911 hanging up in your face to cover for crimes is very distressing. Having businesses be accomplices to harassment and abuse is very distressing by government power. And then enforcing civilians help cover your tracks by violating my rights is more emotional abuse and psychotic behavior. To even conceive to hack someone's phone to keep yourself out of prison is, how do you even think of that? The only thing that I can think about is you already have scammers in your pocket.
For the case that you have, it will be a child custody, right?
Right, I've said that numerous times. Let's see, we've been on the phone, in fact, years of this. 22 minutes. And 22 minutes you have not understood that I have called you and tried to pay you for a child custody case. And you tried to distract and deflect on another topic that I'm not trying to hire you for. And in fact, this has been a pattern of years that you have absolutely no clue out of 22 minutes of why I called you. And of course, this would be annoying because it repeatedly keeps happening. That you order food and they have no earthly idea 20 minutes what you've ordered, and then just to get it ruined.
I'm sorry for my misunderstanding. I can go ahead and get
It's a repeated pattern, man.
Would you still be willing to set up that one-on-one consultation with the
Yeah, that's why I called. I'm still not being heard, man. And invested 22 minutes of my time. In fact, years. Yeah, if I actually get the call. That doesn't typically happen.
Okay. So what the next step will look like is that you'll receive a 30 call from one of our attorneys where they'll kind of walk through your legal rights and options, as well as just kind of personalize a strategy for your issue. We do ask for a contribution for a small investment of $275, and that will go towards our retainer.
Yes, so this is what happens. I'm speaking to con artists, and then they defraud me out of funds by charging me a fee. And I invested 22 minutes, and this is how it's federal charges. Because you're charging me $275 and you're a fictitious attorney. And if I pay the $275, I'll still be denied, which defrauds me out of funds, and I've successfully been defrauded out of thousands. So you get to hack my phone and scam me out of funds and have law enforcement enforce your crimes. Why would I pay you $300 and you're not even a real attorney and you have no clue of what 22 minutes and you don't even know what I need legal representation for?
Ma'am, you won't be paying me for a consultation if you'll be speaking with them.
I don't think it's a real attorney, ma'am, is what I'm trying to get at. I think you're a con artist, and that's how I've been successfully defrauded out of thousands. And it would be stupidity on my part to invest $300 to a con artist that'll never represent me and has no knowledge of the legal system.
But I can assure you that all our attorneys are real attorneys and that they will be able to...
Well, before I invest that kind of money, I'd like to know that they have knowledge. That you're asking a lot of me to invest money and you're not a paralegal. You're not a good representation of the law firm. It took you 22 minutes and you were still confused on what I need a legal representation for, like everywhere else I've called. So, before I invest that kind of money, I'd like to know what kind of expertise you have and have a better example of what your law firm is capable of, how you're capable of representing someone, because you're not a very good representation of that. So if you can do that, have somebody else call that has more legal knowledge, then I wouldn't mind investing that kind of money.
I'm sorry, I can't send you over to...
I'm just trying to prove to the feds, help you guys go to prison the best I can. So I don't know what to do.
What I can do is about our firm as well as our consultation.
Yes, that would make me feel more comfortable. I don't know why they're hidden though. When you want me to speak with a paralegal or before you just charge people $300 and they don't even know who they're really talking to? $300 for 40 minutes?
I'm sorry, I'm doing what I'm asked to get...
I'm just trying to get clarity. You want me to pay $300 and I can't really know what I'm getting charged for? So I wanted clarity. You were charging me $300 for 40 minutes?
I will send you...
So it's a secret on what I'm being charged for again. It's a secret?
It's not speaking with an attorney is not a secret.
I'm trying to figure out what I'd be charged for. But you don't want me to know?
No.
Okay, so what am I being charged for? Are you saying that it'll be $300 for 40 minutes?
Where they'll evaluate the case, look at any documents that you want them...
I'm not really being heard. Is this for 40 minutes? How long would this process be?
Most calls it will be 30 to 45 minutes, but
Okay, so 30 to 40 minutes, and it's how much?
$275.
Okay, and what you want to do is send me literature proving that you're real in an email?
It would just have information about our
Okay, but I can't speak with a paralegal. The paralegals aren't available before I invest $200 and something to make sure that your law firm is a good fit. Because you haven't really given me a lot of feedback on what you do.
You will not. When I'll send you the email, but you don't have to pay for it. You can pay after the email if you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not really being heard for all these years. So I haven't talked to a good representation. You said the paralegals are busy. Is it a possibility that I can have one call me before I invest $300 for an hour? Is it guaranteed that they'll represent me if I pay the $300?
If you choose to go, sign with us, then that goes to
Okay, so it is guaranteed representation. I pay the $300 and then they'll represent me and aid me in the custody dispute. Is that correct?
I don't know if it's guaranteed. They would have to go through your case with you to kind of understand what's going on.
Okay, so I could pay the $300 and not be able to pay you for representation? Is that correct?
Your case is a child custody case, and that is something that we do. So it is very likely that they'll be able to help you.
I'm just really not being heard. I don't want to pay $300 and I wouldn't be able to pay you to represent me. I want to make it confirm that if I pay you $300 for this hour, to know that that's going to go towards the representation. So if you don't represent me, do I get the $300 back?
I'm sorry, I'm not the right person to ask that. That's something you have to speak to.
So you want me to pay to speak with an attorney and not know if I'll get reimbursed the money prior to paying it?
I'm sorry, that's the part of the process. It's 275 to speak with an attorney. If you sign further with us, then that goes towards the retainer.
But there's no guarantee that you'll represent. Is there a guarantee that you'll represent me, ma'am?
I cannot give that guarantee. I'm sorry.
Why would you not want to? And I'm paying you.
Again, ma'am, I cannot give you that guarantee. That would be something.
Would that be a violation of my rights as an attorney? I want to know. Because it's not really beneficial for you to represent me and you're violating my rights initially. I need an attorney because my rights repeatedly get violated. And if you're violating my rights introducing this situation, then it's not really, really going to be beneficial to get you to represent me. I would get nowhere like this human hamster will.
I'm really sorry about your situation, ma'am, but
It's just years of this, just a waste. So you can talk till the cows come home and they have a scam for everything. It's years of this living hell.
I'm sorry.
So that's what they do for a living. 10 years of excuses. It's for wasting my time.